Hello, everyone. Welcome to the network. Welcome to the Two Dads edition.
Wait, that's not it.
Start again. What's up, fat fucker?
Two Dads, Gen X edition. That's a great beginning. Welcome to Two Dads, Gen X edition. Today we are talking about grocery store shopping.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. But also remember to hit that like button and subscribe for future content and alerts for when episodes drop every Tuesday.
Dawson, let's Two Dads this shit.
Let's do it. Dude, I have a serious question for you.
Okay, what's the serious question?
Is that how we're going to open it up every time? Dude,
Sure, what up?
I got a serious question for you. What do you hate most about the grocery store?
Dude, I got a serious question. Does this rash look weird?
Is this rash? He just pulled his pants down. I just vomited. That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah. No, you want to talk about like grocery shopping? How much do you spend on groceries every month?
Because I'm poor? Not much. No, I got like the same items I buy every time.
Okay.
Milk, eggs, bread, quesadillas, tortillas, and cheese. I used to get the cup of noodles and stuff until I actually saw how they're made. It's just pure processed fat and worms and
bug pieces. They're disgusting. Oh my goodness.
There's the red dye.
At least make them organic bugs. Come on.
Organic bugs. There's a red dye that's like mucin.
Yeah, where they just crunch up bugs that are super bright red.
Yeah,
it's disgusting.
That's in all candy.
I know. I know. And I still eat it.
I haven't since I found out.
Oh, really?
I have not had.
I figure it's protein.
I literally have thrown away the red M&Ms, the red Skittles. I'm like, nope, not doing it.
But they use that red in like everything.
Yeah.
Even things that aren't red, like even like yellow stuff, they're still red.
Bugs.
It's disgusting. Yeah. No, but like, what's this last month? What did you spend on groceries? And this is the Midwest, so it's not like California or New York or anything like that. So we're gonna be
like eggs today. Or eggs were $4.19
for a dozen.
For a dozen, yeah.
Okay.
Because they just killed 40 million chickens. And I saw a video of where the eggs are still $1.18 in Mexico.
Yeah. But we can't get them in Mexico.
Yeah.
It's like when the formula shortage happened.
Yeah,
don't even pallets down in Mexico. Nope, can't import them. Nope.
Don't get me started on formula. I think formula actually is what causes autism, but that's my opinion.
Uh-oh.
Too much folic acid. Brain develops too fast.
Well, it's the wrong kind of folic acid too.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
yeah, I think it's horrible. Actually, there's a gal that I work with that she gets her formula from Australia, and it's all natural. I mean, it's literally what's in it. It's like milk powder or cow powder with a couple other things.
Yeah,
like goat and. Yeah, I go, damn, that's kind of cool.
I actually heard a doctor one time on some radio show or whatever say that formula was healthier than breast milk.
Yeah, he should be shot.
Yeah.
He probably got paid by somebody. I did not actually condone that. You're going to edit that out.
Yeah. No, but, going to groceries, though.
Take out the shot part.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
This is for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, we don't really want you to kill somebody.
What's the worst part about grocery shopping for you? Besides spending the money.
Well, my problem is I tend to do it when I'm hungry, which they say never do, because then you're thinking, oh, buy this. I've always been a buy of the day, so the day of shop, I don't buy groceries unless I'm going to eat it. So
like that day or the next.
If I don't plan on eating it, I don't buy it. So that's why half the time my house looks like an Airbnb, or it just has beer and milk and and eggs and bread. But yeah, I mean, my go-to is, quesadillas, they're quick, easy. Ideally I like to make some chicken, chop it up so I can throw some chicken in there too, get some protein. The eggs, bread, peanut butter. But so my average, before, like when I would go to get all my vegetables and stuff at Aldi, I think I spend like $80 on all those vegetables and things. I think on average, if I plan every meal and I meal prep, I could probably spend like $200
for the month.
No, week.
Oh, week. Gotcha.
Month. I mean, honestly, yeah. If I look at like food going out meals, probably 800 a month.
Do you eat pretty healthy, or do you eat like pizza?
Well, I got pizza on the way, actually.
Oh, you ordered pizza?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So when the podcast ends, it's like, all right, pizza's here.
No, I do pretty healthy. I mean, I try to eat stuff with no false sugars, no false fats. If I can't pronunciate it, which I can't pronunciate most things, I don't buy it.
So you starve.
And a lot of times I'll actually look up, what the fuck is that chemical? And I'll look it up and I'm like, nope, not putting that in my body. And you'd think I'd be skinnier, but that COVID really killed me. Killed my gut. I mean, I had COVID gut for a good 2 years. Had to do Kavacha. Great brand. Loved it. It's got a good blend to help your body grow. Right now I'm doing mud water. The mushroom coffee. I totally feel the difference. You know, I'm doing a plug right now for mud water. They should give me something, but no, like it's restored my gut and I got healthy digestive bowels. And I do that. I put a little coconut powder in it, and then I'd use green tea powder on there.
Nice.
And that's probably my most expensive thing.
Gotcha.
Honestly. But yeah, I don't eat much. I do the eggs and whatever meal prep we're doing, and ideally, I think most of the time what gets me is like I get home at 8 o'clock at night and I'm tired. And I'm still starving, and I
need something.
Buy a pizza and like an idiot eat it all.
Because I only work 4 days a week, but I work until 8 most nights, and when I get home, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I don't have to think about it. So it's like, for me to spend 20 minutes to make a meal, it's like, sometimes I don't want to do it. So I don't like eating out, but every so often I'll just stop and grab something.
Well, and that's usually where my quesadilla is. You know, that's my go-to. Come home, make a quick quesadilla and eat it and be done. I've only passed out once.
From eating the quesadillas?
No, making a quesadilla. I think I woke up I was watching a movie and it's like, I was binging Silo season 2.
That's a good show.
And it's so good. I want to read the books. I mean, the books are awesome. And
books are usually better anyway.
It's just, I like having the story complete. I wish Game of Thrones would be done. Finish the damn book, dude. But yeah, I remember I got up, I'm like half asleep, and I start making quesadilla, and I go back and I put on Silo and I pass out, and I wake up at like 4 a.m. with just smoke in the house. I walk in and it's like
smoke alarms
so burnt that
dogs
it's
are barking.
Almost gone. It like literally cooked off the quesadilla. That pan
That's dangerous.
Yeah, I could have died. That pan definitely got thrown away because it literally burned the clear coating of the Blue Diamond pan. I'm like, holy crap. So I don't do that anymore.
Good.
So that was, and I wasn't drunk. I wasn't, anything like that. I was just really tired.
No, one of the things that I try and do. So normally, like it's eggs. I don't really eat a lot of bread anymore, but and I don't drink milk. But I do eggs every morning. Do an omelet or whatever, and then for dinner, it's if I don't stop and grab something, which I'm trying to do less and less of because it gets expensive. And I'm only a therapist. I don't make a lot of money. But like, I'll do like the pre-cooked chicken breast, Yeah. And just kind of nuke it, chop it up, and then I'll throw it in like, those, I don't know if you go to Costco, but those yakisoba noodles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll heat one of those up, throw it in a pan, because I always elevate it a little bit, I guess.
Elevated.
Yeah.
You put like one or two spices?
Just one or two, yeah. Actually, this is what I do. You ready?
What's your go-to spice?
I always add salt and pepper.
Oh, obviously.
Garlic, chives, and then if it's something oriental, I'll throw ginger in it too.
Okay.
But Yeah, salt and pepper. And it's Celtic sea salt, not just salt.
Celtic. Does it have little skirts on it?
If it's not Scottish, it's crap.
It's crap.
No, but one of the favorite things I like to make is taking those yakisoba noodles, taking like a chicken breast, and throwing them in the pan, and then adding Mo Betta's teriyaki sauce into it.
Mo Betta taco sauce.
Yeah, so I like Mo Betta's. I don't like Hawaiian Bros.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Why?
I don't like chicken where the teriyaki sauce is like absorbed into it. I like having a thick teriyaki sauce, and Mo Betta's is Mo Betta.
We've plugged so much in this just short little ad.
I know. So for all those companies, if you see any spike in sales, kick back.
Yeah.
We can make some money.
Or, just send us some Mo Betta.
Oh, that'd be great too.
Your supply of Mo Betta.
No.
So like so going back to, I learned that when I had, my family, I would I think we averaged about $1,200 a month on groceries, and probably about $600 of it was getting thrown away because we wouldn't eat it. So my ex-shoot meal plan for the whole week, and then I'd cook it, and you'd have like sports for the kids or late night here or whatever, and you wouldn't cook it, and eventually that meat would go bad, or I can't stand frozen chicken. Hopefully if the world doesn't end, I have to eat frozen chicken, but I just
the world ends, there's no freezers, so no, you don't have to eat frozen chicken.
Well, it's salt baths. Yeah. So it's like I just wanted fresh food every day.
Gotcha.
And so my routine was going to Target every day and getting the groceries and saying hi to the checkout person and watching my kids grow older, and the little coffee cup person would give them a little whipped cream with chocolate, and my kids would be covered in chocolate.
So you were living the soccer mom life.
Yeah, I really was.
Nice.
I mean, I still work 3 days a week, which for healthcare is full time. For all you people that, God, I wish I could work 3 days a week. Well, most of the world would love to work just 3 days a week, 40 hours a week in 3 days. But yeah, I got used to that, and I noticed like when I got divorced, like I was only spending like $200 a month,
right?
Because I'd buy what I would eat, and I was cooking for one, and so now if I meal prep, I'll spend that $200, but that $200 basically. Oh, sorry, because I'm keep touching because I'm gonna write something down.
Just move the pen out of the way because he's putting it down.
Well, I was gonna write a note of what we talked about. So it's like you're trying to find the thing. The one thing that drives me nuts though, when they have an ingredient there, and you go to your store and you can't fucking find it, and then you're on your phone trying to find the alternate for it. Oh yeah, and it's like, and that alternate ends up being like $35 when the original thing is like $3.50 to make it taste like that, right? And I was like, well, I really want to try the recipe for real.
They sell these big bags of MSG that you can just
throw in the Here you go. And so it's just that's kind of my biggest pet peeve is like when you can't find the item you need. But dude, I went to Whole Foods to get.
I thought you said you were poor.
Well, yeah, that's where
that's why you're poor.
That's where I'm going with this. I dropped off a package for Amazon to send back. I'm like, I'll just get some of the stuff here. I think I was making a fondue, for a date. Okay. And I'm like, hey, do you have this cheese? Oh yeah, we got custom over there. It's fine. $32 for a small block of cheese.
Like how much weight?
Like literally a pound, if that.
Jeez.
I was like, what? And I'm grabbing it, right? Just not looking at prices. I'm just grabbing what I need, which is usually what I do. I'm thinking I'm cooking it. I need it. I don't care how much it costs because that's what's in the recipe. Well, that was my old way of thinking. Now I'm like, and I actually have done the same recipe with the Save,
Save brand stuff.
Save brand.
Cheap stuff.
I've done the most expensive stuff. I actually have my lasagna recipe broken down based on brand and what I use because I've tried multiple different.
Anal retentive.
No, because it's like when you watch Gordon Ramsay and all of the cooking shows
yeah.
and stuff, you know, you see better quality foods and stuff like that, and you're like, does it
yeah.
really matter? Does it like how much?
Sometimes, yeah.
So then when I was making my last batch of lasagna, I was actually looking in the back and like, what do they actually put in it? Do they put salt, sugar, you know, garlic, parsley? Do they already have all that in there? Because I make my sauce from scratch. And I'm like, does it overbear the recipe? Because I'm adding the same things that are already in the sauce.
Sure.
Kind of thing. And so that's where I started getting more cost efficient. Well, if it tastes just as good with the cheaper stuff, then I'm going to get the cheaper stuff, you know. But if it tastes really good and it's a rare item, like, because I don't make lasagna maybe twice a year.
Like black truffles.
Yeah. I did do a black truffle filet. It turned out awesome, but that meal was like $300. Right. You know, it's like, that's one thing.
Cost you $300 to smell it.
Yeah. And so a lot of it's like trying to find the recipe that works, that is affordable, but also that's meal planning. I try to plan my meals to where it's affordable. Mm-hmm. And so if I can spend $30, I know this is a boring podcast.
No, I'm just tired, man. Keep going.
No, but if you can spend $30 and it's 5 meals, then you won.
Yeah.
You know, kind of thing where, you know, you're at work and you go get a chicken quesadilla at work is freaking $12. It's like, why? Do you
remember when Taco Bell was like $3 and you could eat a ton?
Yeah, I was poor growing up, so we used to like go scavenging for change so we could go eat at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And you know that commercial with the football players where they had the boxes of Taco Bells.
Yeah.
All the tacos like they have now, which is like I think about $30 now if you get a 12 box of tacos. Back then it was like $3.50.
Yeah.
And you can get the whole thing. We'd all try to race and eat it like them, and we'd get so full. But like I loved it, man, because you can get it. It was like my going joke for so long. And it's like, oh, thanks for the tip. I can go to Taco Bell today. Yeah. You know, kind of thing. And now it's like, fuck, I can't even go to Taco Bell.
Yeah, back when my kids were still living at home, it was like $1,200, $1,000 for groceries.
Yeah.
And I would tell them,
a month or a week?
A month. Usually. So it was anywhere from like $900 to like $1,200-$1,300, depending on what we're getting. And I would tell them, I was like, I can't wait for you guys to move out. You know, because I'm going to save so much money on just not buying the groceries. One of my daughters was like, it's not that expensive. I'm not that much more. I spend like $400 a month now.
Yeah, like when Quinn's here, like I'll spend, you know, $400 for the weekend. Mm-hmm. And then if they don't come, it kind of sucks because, you know, then I have all this extra food that I'm not going to eat. But so it's like you try to meal plan in a way that, can I eat this again? I hate leftovers. Do you like leftovers? I fucking hate leftovers.
I do because I work until 8.
Sure.
So if I have leftovers, it means, all right, I don't have to worry about dinner. I can just heat up whatever.
Well, I'm finding a way, like I was making a chicken pasta thing, and I actually undercooked the chicken a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
On purpose. So when I microwaved it, it would actually be cooked to perfection, like left over. So it just had a little bit of pink, and it was so hard to do that.
I wouldn't have taken the risk.
It was like so hard to do that, but it turned out awesome. Like when I actually cooked it, I sliced it again. It was fully cooked, and I'm like, oh, this is good. And it was good. It wasn't gummy. It was actually really good. Right. You know, that's the one thing I hate about bringing steak home from the steakhouse, because you cook it, it goes from medium rare to well done. Right. Generally. And I probably just don't know how to cook, recook meat, and so it's just kind of finding things that I like recooked, and having it multiple times is hard. But.
Yeah. Well, that's where like casseroles are really good, but
yeah.
But the thing is, it's just me anymore. You know, like you said, it's just you, and so it's like you're cooking for one, you're buying for one. Yeah, and when you break a recipe in half, it's like 12.2 tablespoons. Tablespoons. But yeah, it's just me. So like where I'd go grocery shopping, like when my youngest finally went to college and all that kind of stuff, and I would go grocery shopping, I'm like, okay, yeah, I need this, I need that, I need that. I come home, it's like, this is going to last me half the month. Yeah. Because I don't need all this.
Yeah, I was amazed how, like, growing up, like, you know, my mom wasn't very, you know, rich or even middle class. We were definitely lower class, and I would actually have to go buy what I wanted because they would get what they wanted, and I would eat what they would make. But if I wanted peanut butter that was creamy and not peanuts in it, because my stepdad liked the peanuts in it,
right?
I'd have to go buy my own jar of peanut butter, and I had to go jar.
Do you remember when the cheap peanut butter was the stuff that had the oil on top because it would separate?
Well, that's the good peanut butter. That's
that is good peanut butter. I know,
yeah.
But like back when Jif came around and it was like hydrogenated whatever crap, and it was like, oh, that's more expensive because it doesn't separate.
Yeah, I like the separation. I just drank the oil out of the jar.
When I was a kid though, because I grew up in a big family, my mom would go grocery shopping like once or twice a week, and it'd be 2 or 3 carts.
Yeah, and it'd be like $85.
No. But I mean,
back then probably it was though.
I mean, cooking for 12 people, and it was like full meals, but it was all cooked from scratch for the most part. But I remember going shopping one time as a kid, and it was like $200 in like 1982.
Which that's still cheap. You know what I mean?
Well, $200 in 1982 is like $5,000. No, I'm not sure what. See, what would that be?
Probably. I mean, it's close. Well, our favorite was going to the Hostess store. Before Hostess, went bankrupt and sold to Mexico. That was like our favorite because it was like Thursday. They'd have the expired stuff get delivered to the kind of outlet.
Jesus,
Wonder Bread.
$650 today.
Yeah, that's why people
every
can't
week
afford groceries.
And sometimes twice a week.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
So we'd go to
the Hostess outlet store.
Yeah, you go to the outlet store and like you get your cupcakes and all that stuff. And I think my mom would get like 12 loaves of bread for $1, and then we'd freeze them. And we get like 60 pies for $20, and that was like our treats. And we had to do our homework, and once our homework was done and our chores were done, then we could have it if we ate our dinner, kind of thing. Did you ever hoard anything as a kid, like hide stuff from your family?
Not like in the room, but I had at one
pre-stage of the bleeding.
No, I had. So one of the houses that we lived in New York, when my mom would go and pick somebody up from school, she would be gone for 10 to 12 minutes or 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how long she had to wait for them to come out to the car. And I had it down to where from the house to Scarsdale Village and back was 7 minutes. So I would take my change and I would hop on my bike. As soon as she pulled it out of the driveway, I'd hop on my bike and book it. And it was like downhill one way, and then on the way back it was uphill. But I'd book it downhill and I'd go to one of these small corner stores and buy like $2-3 worth of candy, which was a lot of candy, And I'd book it back and put the bike away, and I'd have it up in my room before she got home. And then I'd eat through that for like a day or two. Yeah. But it was like every single time. Not every time, but like, a couple times a month, she'd leave to go pick up the sibling from school, and I'd run down and grab candy. So I didn't hoard in the room, like we had piles of stuff. But I had that.
Mine was Jell-O packets.
Jell-O packets? Like the dried stuff?
Yeah, and pudding packets, yeah. My mom she'd buy them for, 12 cents back then, or 5 cents, I don't know.
Oh, they were cheap.
And that was like our dessert, so I'd be like in my room, just pounding powder, and I'd cough and we'd go everywhere. And I remember one year.
Snorting. Pudding powder.
They decided to move my bed, and my mom found 60 Jell-O boxes under my bed.
Like full or empty?
Empty for me, and hiding it. Oh my gosh, that was the best. And then that, and we did powdered milk, and I loved it.
We did too.
My mom would be like, "Okay, do you want skim milk, 2%, or whole milk?"
And that's how much powder.
I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, 1 scoop, 2 scoop, 4. And I'm like, "I want whole milk today, Ma." And it'd be so much powder that it's thick and you can't stir it. And you're like, "Oh, damn it, get the lumps out."
Yeah. Oh, they were so lumpy too.
Yeah, that and Motomil. I loved Motomil growing up when the bears, time for the Motomil.
I do remember that.
Yeah, and I had the chocolate Motomil. They're like, "Oh, no, it's in chocolate." And the bear goes, because he's brown. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh, pizza's here. Speaking of pizza, it's here. Let's go eat, man.
All right, what kind of pizza did you get?
Just pepperoni with cups.
With cups?
Yeah, like little pepperoni cups. And then you got regular pepperoni. So they capture more oil for our fat cells. Yummy.
Yeah, pizza's good.
Yeah. Well, stay classy, Kansas City. We're going to eat our fucking pizza.
Go enjoy grocery shopping and the shrinkflation that we have. Man, it used to be big boxes of cereal. Now it's like, it's enough for like 2 bowls.
Oh, I know. That was my biggest pet peeve as a kid growing up. Like, seriously, I would buy orange juice every day. I drank orange juice. It was like bagels, orange juice, and ice cream were my, like, 3, and cereal. Okay. And in high school. Well, I had it down to a science that a carton of ice cream was 3 bowls.
Yeah.
And I was,
the square cartons?
I was so pissed. Well, the round ones, too.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, they were all 3 bowls. And I got so pissed that when one day I, like, scooped out the normal amount that I do, and I'm like, what the fuck? How have the cartons gone? What the hell, man? No, because you were saying, like, the candy store, because we used to go down to, there's one that had all the old candies, like the candy sticks. Mm-hmm. And those were like 10 cents. You get the Tootsie Pops for
a nickel,
and then a dime, and
Bubblicious,
a quarter.
the Bubblicious nasty pink
and the honey sticks that were 10 cents, and you get the
so we get like Snickers and Milky Ways for a quarter.
Oh yeah. You know, Target tried to come out with their own natural candies, and they were so good, all natural. Like the red was beet.
Oh, nice.
Like they had M&Ms, they had Oreos, they had the Snickers, Milky Way, all those, and they were good. Like they were really good. And I'll tell you, like I bought the Snickers, and 2 bites I was full because it's all natural ingredients.
Right.
I was like, damn, I'm full. Like I can't even eat all this. It's like, dang, it wasn't even that big, but it got pulled from the shelves because it was too natural, too good.
Because it was too natural.
Nobody bought it.
Was it expensive?
I'd say probably about 10% more, maybe 20% more. Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like you go to the grocery store, and what's the stuff that's the most expensive?
The healthy shit.
The healthy shit,
because they don't want you to buy it.
You can get a pack of 15 burritos for $3, or you can go get like steak.
Yeah.
Or you go get the super, like the government cheese, the nasty stuff,
processed with dead bugs.
Yeah, or like you said, half a pound of the really good shit, and it's $30.
Yeah, so you're like, what the hell? Well, it wasn't even that good stuff. My point was like when I was looking at the grocery cart, I started looking down, and I'm like, oh my god, $32. Was I supposed to grab the rest of the block of cheese? I'm like, did I fuck up? So I went back and I'm like, am I supposed to take this whole circle? And the guy's like, no, man, it's like per square. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. So I was like, well, fuck that. And I put it back, and I go look at the processed stuff, and it was like $10. The same crap. The Kraft was $10. Yeah. I'm like, what? Screw these fucking people, man.
Right?
I go, you talking about price gouging? That's a great example of price gouging. And half the shit's not even real. No. I mean, their off-brand is the same thing at Target and Price Chopper and all that. It's the same Save, Kirkland's. Well, it's all the same brand.
Going to eggs. Yeah. When they say free range, organic or whatever, harm-free, whatever. Free range chicken, free range eggs. You know where the chickens do what they do actually in the big old barns that they have the chickens in. Mm-hmm. They have like a 12 by 12 square area outside of the barn that the chickens can go to. No, but to be called free range because you can then upcharge because now it's free range.
Free range.
It's like what is the beef, the black cows? What are they called? Angus, yeah. Thank you.
I was just kidding. I don't know. I'm like,
no, it is Angus beef. Like 51% of the cow can be black, and then it's considered Angus beef. So you can have like a multicolored cow, whatever. But as long as 51% of it is something like that, where it's like the black cow, the black Angus beef is supposed to be like all black cow. Yeah. The government doesn't. People don't tell you that. No, it doesn't have to be. And like even organic stuff, you can use like pesticide free. It's organic, all that. No, they use organic pesticides.
Yeah.
They're still pesticides. They're still poisonous. It's just an organic pesticide.
Which they just had the FDA or JFK Jr.'s released the chemicals they use on organic, and they're
horrible.
They're not good either, guys. Sorry.
No, but they charge like crazy for it.
Yeah, it blows my mind. You know,
it really does.
How expensive stuff gets, and it doesn't need to be. I dated a gal that worked for the milk company. I don't know why when we get on here I can't remember names of stuff. Every time I'm like, Jesus Christ, I know this stuff.
Yeah.
Not Future Farmers America, but the milking company. I'll think of it later. Damn it.
Kraft?
But they bought in all the companies. And and they said all the milk is the exact same milk. It all gets put together.
Yep.
And she's like, just buy the store milk because it's the same as farmland. Mm-hmm. You know, Roberts. Couldn't think of the other one. The only ones are different, like the glass jar. The one starts with an S, where you rent the glass jar and you.
Oh, right.
Because that's actually a local Kansas company that is doing pretty good, and they do all the flavors and stuff like that. But, but the problem with theirs is they put sugar in their milk.
Well, yeah, they've got like cotton candy flavored milk.
But even their regular milk, they put sugar in it.
Oh, gotcha. That's probably why it's popular.
Which the FDA was trying to pass, to put sugar in milk so kids will drink more milk.
Yeah, because that's what they need is more sugar.
Yeah, it's like, give me a break, fuckers.
I know.
But anyway.
Stupid regulators. No, but that's the problem is like you get these massive companies that buy up all the small companies, and then it's all just one thing. And as soon as they own the industry, they can charge whatever they want.
Yeah.
And they'll give like there's a company out in Georgia that's a roofing, windows, and siding company. And they've got 3 companies. They own all 3 of them. They have their top tier, which is the full price. And then if it's too much for you, then they'll send their salesperson from the middle tier company. If that's too much for you, they'll go with their cheap company with the cheapest products. But it's all the same company, so it's the same guy making profit on all 3 levels. But that's what these companies do. These food companies do too. They just buy it all.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting how grocery stores basically people rent space in grocery stores. I always found that interesting. When I worked at a coffee company, Millstone Coffee, I think they went under recently, but it was just weird going in there and setting the set. And like a new grocery store, you'll have like 300 different vendors all helping make this, like, set up the store.
Right.
And it's like, well, I want this area. Oh, this is where my coffee's going to go.
Yeah. And if they want premium spots, they pay more.
Yeah. I mean, it's just funny. I'm like, it's weird. And we used to like barter with the hostess guy. Like, hey, man, I'll give you a bag of coffee for some Twinkies. Okay.
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. All right. Well, enjoy your grocery shopping.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Focus on eating pure foods and keep your kids safe.
Be healthy. Yeah. Stay classy, Kansas City.
Stay classy, Kansas City.
Oh, yeah. Love you, bro.
Pizza time.
Remember to like and subscribe for future content and alerts for when we drop a new episode on Tuesdays.
And visit our website to become an exclusive member where you can get behind-the-scenes content and discounts on merch.
Thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoyed our topic today. Remember, this is for our entertainment purposes, but we hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
Please, sir.
Please, I'm begging you. Please, we're begging. Join us next time where we talk about Star Wars. May the 4th be with you.
Yeah, seriously, I'm so excited. We're going to have 2 guests, Ashley and Luke. We're actually doing our first video one. Just so you guys know, we're going to do a video every 4th episode until we, make a little money on this and, do video every time. Yeah, seriously. But yeah, I'm really excited, and again, it's part of our launch day.
Sweet.